Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Elliot Webber and once again we have more news to talk about today. Aiden Moffat is joining Josh Cook at the Toyota Satellite team. So let's get straight into this. Yes guys, that is right. It was announced just this morning that Aiden Moffat will be joining Josh Cook at the Toyota Satellite team, otherwise known as LKQ Euro Car Parts with Synetiq. I believe that's the full team name. I know, confusing sponsorships and whatnot, but of course this is essentially the factory Toyota team, just rebranded and recolored essentially. Of course they have already revealed their livery, of course, when Josh Cook was announced at the Satellite team, but of course yesterday was sort of, well, I think it was yesterday or the day before that, it was leaked about Josh Cook. Obviously in the actual flesh, and the livery looks great. Obviously it is essentially the same thing as the One Motorsport livery last year, but just on a Toyota. And it's safe to say, I still like it. Of course, I preferred it on a Honda, but yeah, this isn't really a shock, as when Josh Cook was announced with all of his sponsors, and of course all of the sponsors that Aiden Moffat has, they were on the Toyota. So yeah, it didn't make a ton of sense as to why they didn't announce this like at the same time as Josh Cook, unless this was a separate deal. I don't know, but it just seemed to me like it was pretty obvious to everyone once Josh Cook had been announced that Aiden Moffat was going to follow suit, in which, not a bad move at all. I can see why Aiden's decided to move on. Of course, Aiden as well, similar to Josh Cook, he struggled with that Honda. I don't know why One Motorsport were struggling so much, but Aiden could only muster up one podium in 2023 at Thruxton. So yeah, a disappointing season for Aiden, especially considering he has had much better seasons, especially obviously, of course, with 2021 was such a good year for him and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully this means that Aiden can improve, and I certainly think he will. This, I do think, is the first time he's had a factory drive, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure. I think this is Aiden Moffat's first factory drive in his career. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments below. I'm pretty sure, though, that this is Aiden Moffat's first ever factory drive in BTCC. So yeah, of course, as I keep saying, this is still the factory Toyota team. It is just, it is essentially a satellite team, but they will still be essentially on par with the guys in the Gazoo colours, which at the minute, that's only Andrew Watson. So right now, Toyota's lineup is Andrew Watson, Josh Cook and Aiden Moffat. No doubt that is already a strong lineup, especially considering, of course, we know how good Josh Cook is. Obviously, Andrew Watson had a stellar 2023 season in his rookie season. And Aiden Moffat, we know that give him the right car on his day, he can be just as good as anyone else. Of course, Aiden Moffat, a multiple-time race winner, still the youngest ever BTCC driver in the sport's history, debuting at 16 years of age. Oh my days, that was over 10 years ago. That's making me feel a bit old. But yeah, this is a good, strong move for Aiden Moffat. I think no doubt he will improve his results, given the fact that it's, as I mentioned, a factory drive. Toyota seems to be on the way up, and if they can figure out that engine, of course, they had a brand new engine in 2023. So hopefully with an even more improved engine, there is no doubt that Aiden Moffat will probably be back at the front. And this is no doubt looking like a strong team. It seems to be that at the minute, hopefully, all things considered, we're looking like we could potentially have a four-way manufacturer fight between Alliance Snapper in the Fords, of course, now Accelerate in the Hyundai, now with partnering up with Team Dynamics, which is such a strong thing. That's going to be a partnership, a force to be reckoned with, in my opinion. Of course, BMW, they're always going to be strong, with, of course, currently only Jake Hill confirmed, but it will most likely will probably see Turkington and Adam Morgan back. And then, of course, Toyota with three out of their four drivers confirmed. Yeah, no doubt we're hopefully going to have a really strong and a really good BTCC season in 2024. And hopefully, well, given on paper, it looks like we're going to have a good one, but it all depends on how quick those Napa Fords are again. But yeah, so what are my predictions for Aiden Moffat this year? I think no doubt a regular point scorer this year. I think he's going to have a much better season. I think it might take him a few races to get used to the Corolla. But yeah, no doubt, I think Aiden Moffat is going to be fighting for points, fighting in the top 10 a bit more. I think he's definitely going to have some podiums. I think we know, that Toyota is, I think it is a much better car than the FK8 Honda. So yeah, I think Aiden is going to improve a lot, and who knows, might get a race win, but that might have to come from a reverse grid, maybe not. We'll see. So of course, finally, who do I think is going to complete the Toyota lineup? Well, I said this in my last announcement video when Andrew Watson got announced a few days ago. I still think it's going to be Rob Huff. I think it's only a matter of time. I think it's more an if I think it's more a when rather than if. I think we're definitely going to hopefully have an announcement in the coming days, preferably this week. I'd like that to be announced, because I think it's something we're all waiting for, we're all anticipating. Of course, as I mentioned in my Andrew Watson announcement video, Rob Huff has already tested with Toyota. He's actively looking for a BTCC drive, and it seems to be right now there is no better place to be than Toyota at the minute. I mean, who knows? There is a few there are still a few Accelerate videos up for grabs, but who knows? We will see. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. What's your reaction to Aiden Moffat joining the Toyota Satellite team, or the Toyota factory team in Speedworks? So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and what are your predictions for him this season. So yeah, if you're new around here, be sure to like this video, share with your mates as well, because it of course does help my channel grow, and of course press that subscribe button, because we are firmly on the road to 300 subscribers. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.